Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new non-piercing-ish style reaction question video. Hello everyone, what is the tea? What is the Dutch Watlier? So, today we are doing something a little bit different. I've not done one of these in literal years. I've not done just a nice Q&A video in years. I thought, you know what? Let's make a little bit more personal stuff in 2022. Maybe we can get to know each other a little bit better. I went onto Instagram and I did a little photo and was like,
hello everyone, send me questions for Q&A.
Thank you for everyone who did send me lots of questions. I got so many, so obviously I can't do them all, but I'm going to do as many as I can. And of course, like I said, come follow me on Instagram. Maybe we can get to the next one. But let's not beat around the bush, Watlier, and get on to the questions. Nicole has said, what is one piercing you can't live without? Now, definitely my 8mm conch punch now. After the stress and the annoyance of getting it done, this isn't going anywhere. I mean, even if I did take it out, my ear would never return to normal. Again, it doesn't bother me. So I can't technically live without that one, but that's because I don't have a choice. So, this is from Olympia. Will you fart in a jar for money? Yes. Disgusting. Lilida says, were your parents ever against piercings? Mine are, and I hate that. So I live with my grandparents. I didn't live with my actual biological parents. I moved with my grandparents when I was very young. But I will say that my dad was heavily tattooed. My mum did have a lot of tattoos as well, but I don't think she had as many as my dad. I don't think they would have been against piercings. Definitely tattoos. I don't know about piercings, but my grandparents, they were very old fashioned. They grew up in like the 20s and 30s. So they were very old fashioned. So when I started getting piercings, my granddad was a bit like, oh, I don't really like them. But at the time I was over 18, so, they couldn't really tell me exactly how to look or express myself. I think if you're living with parents and you're still living under their roofs, unfortunately, you have to kind of go by their rules, and until you're self-supporting and you live on your own, you can start expressing yourself the way you want. Libby has asked, what is your next piercing and what are you thinking about getting done? Oh my gosh, so, I know I've been going on about this for literal years now. I'm still debating my bridge. I still don't know whether I want it done or not. I don't exactly know. At the moment, I'm going to probably get a forward helix done here. I used to wear like a fake hoop that was there for a long time, but I feel like I should probably get it done at this point. However, this year I do want to start getting tattoos, so I need to make sure that I get like everything done, and obviously they're not exactly cheap, so I need to make sure I got all my money sorted out and stuff so I can get tattoos. So like this year, I'm probably not going to get that many piercings. I'm probably going to get tattoos more and more and more because I feel like it's the next step of my journey, girl. I'm going to have one arm covered in like gaming memorabilia stuff, so loads of like gaming characters. I'm going to have one of my legs covered in like horror movie characters as well. So I have like, as you probably can see here, I've got like horror movie stuff here. Freddy Krueger will be like the first one that I get tattooed on me. Not this design, but like Freddy Krueger in general. And then it will spawn into all the other spooky things. I don't know why I've got into the habit of like shaking my bazongas every time I'm like, hello, or to say anything. It's weird. I don't know what happened. Milk sucky now, mommy. Mommy's milk.
Meat sucky sucky now, mommy. Mommy's milk.
All Elite Nick, what are you going to say? I can't read. All Elite Nick has said, favorite pop that you have. I have 450 plus pops myself. I always love seeing your pops. I'm jealous of that amount, but my favorite is most definitely my Kang and Kodos. This was so hard to get hold of. The thing is, because I've joined the pop world so late, like these have been going on for years and years and years, and I joined really late. A lot of the older ones that have been released, like this one was released a while ago, it was so much harder to get hold of, especially because like this was like an American exclusive as well, so it was very difficult. If anyone knows me, I'm like completely obsessed with The Simpsons. Like I'm so unbelievably obsessed. Yeah, Kang and Kodos is my favorite. I love it. I absolutely love it. Kang and Kotwatlier. Red Bubek has said, what is your favorite funny filters? Hello. Angelica has said, are you happy with where your life is right now? Plans for the future? So, yes, I am. I think the thing is with Miss Rona, she really messed with so many people's perceptions of what they're doing and what they can do with their life. And, I was very lucky that I was still someone who was able to do my job. And I feel very blessed that this is my job that I'm able to do. It definitely derailed me a little bit with my content and what I wanted to do and how much I want to kind of expand. My editing style on my video changed a bit that I didn't want it to, and I didn't do as much different content as I wanted to because I was so scared that like something was going to happen and something horrific was going to happen and all of a sudden my channel would die. So I was like, I have to do piercing. I wanted to do like more of the podcast things. I want to do some more Reddit stuff. So yes, I'm very happy. I have a wonderful friendship group around me. Recently became quite friendly with Nova and Olympia from the channel Novimpia. So we recently went to, me and Luxera recently went to visit them, and it's very rare that you find people that you click with so well. Also, also like, especially doing this job, trying to find people your age is very difficult. I feel like I have like a nice big friendship group now that I love and adore, and I have people I can go to regardless of what's wrong, and you know, I have different people who do different things in my life. I just can't believe now that I've been doing YouTube full time for almost 4 years. Like I can't, like, where are those 4 years gone? It like absolutely mad. So this year I'm trying to be so much more organized with responding, replying, doing comments, and also things like different content. I want to make sure that I do the podcast more often with Luxaria. I want to make sure that I expand with more Reddit stuff and do different topics than just piercings. The piercing stuff isn't going anywhere. I love doing it and you guys love it too, but I'm just going to try and interject some more personal things as well. And I'm just trying to be like, my goal at the moment is to have like a backlog of 10 videos. So I want to have 10 videos all filmed and ready to go, just to give me the more freedom to like stream on Twitch more often and like do other things and kind of spend more time editing. Marcel has asked, if you could, what would you tell your teenage self? Cut your bloody hair. Millie has asked, which is your favorite / least favorite piercing and which hurt the least / most? The least painful ones, like my lip piercing, really didn't hurt. Low piercings, but I kind of don't really count them. My most painful one is still my anti-tragus piercing, which is this one here. Still an absolute nightmare. I would never get it done again. I don't really have any that I dislike. I mean, if someone told me my daith piercing on this side, if they were like, we have to take it out and you can never have it again, I wouldn't cry, I wouldn't care. If you said to me, this ear, my conch, as I said earlier on, is one of my favorites. If you had said to me that I had to take it out and it would be shrunk back to like absolutely nothing, I'd be really upset. Ironic Vibrance says, do you ever anticipate doing what you're doing at the moment? Love you so much, by the way. Thank you, girl. Love you too. So no, absolutely not. So I mean, I always wanted YouTube to be my full-time job. So I've been working on that for a long time, ever since I knew that it could be. So, you know, when I first started doing YouTube as a job was not a thing. Like, you know, I started before like even monetization came in. If you had said to me a few years ago that doing piercing reactions and doing reaction stuff would be like my main shtick, I would have thought you were insane. I never thought this was going to happen. I never thought it was going to happen. I made one video out of a whim because you guys at the time in 2018 were like, May, why don't you look at things reacting to piercings gone wrong? I made it because you guys told me to. I genuinely didn't think it would do like amazingly. And then all of a sudden, I got 1 million views in a week. I got over 100,000 subscribers in a week. My channel just completely exploded. And I was like, oh my God, like what the hell? If I had done it earlier, it might not have happened. If I did it later, it might not have happened. I was at the right place at the right time and I did that one specific content and it just happened to explode the channel. Thank you to everyone, because I get to live my dream and I feel so blessed and lucky. I know, like, yes, people tell me all the time to stop saying so much like, oh, I'm just lucky, because I do work my ass off. This job is very taxing. This isn't, I think some people think doing YouTube full time is like an easy job where you just relax and do nothing all day and just film and that's it. It's very time consuming, but I love it so much. Like I just love it. Anyways, has said, what helped you become more confident in yourself? You are so gorgeous. I love you. Mwah, thanks, girl. This question was actually asked quite a lot in this stream of questions. So unfortunately, I think some people think that there is like one specific thing you do and instantly you're like majorly confident and you don't give a shit about anyone else and you don't care what they think about you. Unfortunately, it just comes with time. I'm 32. Oh, I'm going to be 32 this year. Take my videos, for example. When I first started YouTube, they didn't have this nice microphone, this gorgeous sort of like 4K. I wasn't so vibrant and sort of like confident with doing it. I was like, hello everyone. Hi, this is blah, blah, blah. My name is blah, blah.
Hey everyone, this is my first solo vlog. I normally have my best friend with me, Hannah, but because we don't live together, which would be really scary because I don't think friends should really live together. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I didn't come out of the closet and suddenly be this like super confident gay person. I was still very much like, you know, nervous and things. And it's just something that happens over time. Watching my videos and my content, I hope it gives you inspiration and I hope it gives you the confidence to maybe think a little bit less about what other people think about you. But unfortunately, there isn't like a specific thing you can do that goes, yes, I'm now confident. It's just something that comes with age and time. Make sure you keep in your mind that you have to live your life and no one else. You are the one that has to be with you for the rest of your life and no one else. Friends, family, people who don't like you, all these people will come and go. And like, you know, at the end of the day, it is just you. And you have to remember that you have to do exactly what is right for you. If you could ban one piercing forever, what would it be? Only one. Finger has asked, when working at Morrison's, how many times did customers come up to you and ask if you work there? Don't you dare. I'm never shopping in PHS again. Frick asked, I got my nipple pierced a while ago, but one isn't healing right. I'm cleaning it, of course, so I'm not sure why. There could be many reasons. The angle it's done at, the pressure of the bar. For mine, it was sleeping. I kept knocking them in my sleep. So although I was taking care of them, in my sleep, unfortunately, I just kept knocking them and it made them reject. I mean, I did pull it once. Like, when it comes to nipple piercings, you could be doing things to it and you don't really realize. So unfortunately, just keep doing what you're doing. And if it really doesn't want to heal, maybe go to a piercer, get the bar changed. I don't, it's really hard for me to necessarily tell exactly what's wrong. Unfortunately, some piercings are just horrific to heal. Your body sometimes is just like,
You know what? No, don't be so stupid. No.
so unfortunately, you could just be cursed. But I always say though, if you have any real problems with your piercing, just literally go back to your piercer and they will be more than happy to look at it and make sure it's okay. That's literally their job. So please don't ever feel like you can't do that. Anta says, what is the most extreme body modification you would go for? Love you so much. Thank you. So I would love to have my tongue split right down the middle. I'd love to have it done. Unfortunately, it is illegal in this country to get it done. You can't get it done. Adam has asked, should schools be allowed to ban piercings or should people be allowed to express themselves? So I'm kind of on the fence with this. I do understand why there is some kind of regulations. You don't want, obviously, kids to do too much where it starts to hinder their school. Like when you do like PE, physical education, I'm not gym, I guess you call it in America, I'm not sure what they call it. If you're doing that kind of stuff, you can't have loads of piercings over your face in case you hit yourself on like one of the springboards or one of the apparatus. I do kind of understand these certain things, and I do think when you are young, it's not a good idea anyway to get loads of facial piercings because your face shape is still changing. When it comes to ear piercings, I'm like, just let kids have a few earrings. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I can understand maybe being as modified as me, I like maybe shouldn't be like that in school. I was very lucky. My school, when I grew up, actually didn't give a shit. You could do whatever the hell you wanted. But I know that's a very, very rare incident, especially back when we were young, when piercing body modification was really heavily like shunned by society. Because I'm old, Gail. Now, of course, in society, modifications are still looked down upon. They're not, majorly accepted properly. And there are still some jobs that will still discriminate against you, which I know is ridiculous, but it does still happen. However, I do think when you're young, they should be a little bit more lenient when it's like that. This is the only time that you can truly just express yourself in different ways and be able to like still live your life properly without like jobs being, no, you can't do that, girl. Let young people express themselves and have a bit of fun while they still can. Like, let someone dye their hair bright neon blue. Let someone pierce their conch or something. Just let them have a bit of fun before, the wider world starts discriminating against them and tells them that they can't do, what they want to do in their job or whatever. Like, I'm on the fence. I understand it, but I also think there should be a limit where it's like, come on, now you're just being like pathetic. Okay, so Official has asked, how do you consistently clean and take care of your jewelry? Not necessarily this person itself, but there's this really common story when it comes to these piercing horror stories that I do, or piercing like videos that I watch that people like not clean their piercings, is that it seems to make out like cleaning your piercings is such a strenuous thing that is so annoying. It's literally the easiest thing you could do. For me, all my piercings are healed. I mean, my conch punch is still healing, but like the majority, like most of the other piercings are completely healed. So I just clean them in the shower when I have a shower in the morning. I get some like I have like a non-scented soap and I just wash my ears with it. And that's it. And then in the times when my piercings are new and they're still healing, I'll get a cotton bud, put some saline on it, and just go around the outsides of the piercings, making sure there's no like crusty stuff on it or blood or anything. Like it takes no time at all, and it's so easy. I just keep myself clean. The same way that you wash your face, I just wash my ears. Like it's no work whatsoever. HXRMS has said, have you ever considered actually growing out your hair? Pandas has asked, out of all of the piercing gone wrong videos you've seen, which one is the absolute worst one? I read that wrong, but that's what the question was. This one never actually made it into the video because there was no way, even with blurring, I was like, I don't think I could even put this in. So there was this guy, this is about 1.5 years ago now. He was in like a construction site and he had like a nail gun. So like a proper nail gun that's shooting nails into wood and stuff. And for some strange reason, he decided to nail his foreskin to a block of wood. So he just got his dick out and nailed the foreskin to a block of wood. I was like, this can't go anywhere. Like, I can't use this, but it was so shocking. Like, it was so, just these sort of like straight lads that work at like a building site. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's Meg has asked, what did you want to do as a job when you were younger? So I always wanted to be a cashier in a shop. I remember because my mum bought me like a till when I was really young. I was only about 5 and I had like a fake till and I had like buttons that beeped and stuff and I had like a little scanner and like some plastic food and stuff. And it always from that day was like,
I'd like to work in a shop. It seems fun to work the tills.
I then did it for 10 years and realized it really wasn't all that, sis. Northy has asked breakup advice. So, gosh, first of all, like the main thing to do is basically just remove everything that reminds you of the person. So photos, delete them, videos, like even songs, like don't listen to songs that remind you of the person, movies. Just make sure that you remove everything that is going to remind you of that person for the very start. Eventually, in the long run, you could bring back some of these things, especially if you become friends again later on. I don't know, but just like at the time, just remove everything you possibly can that can remind you of that person. Contact your friends, people in your life. Make sure you like see them, have them come over, like do things, do anything, do whatever you can to like distract yourself from the situation and remind yourself you can be happy without this person. You do not need this person to make your life complete. No one in life should rely on other people to bring you happiness. You should always make sure that you feel comfortable and happy with yourself, because if you are not happy and you don't love yourself, and it sounds very like RuPaul, but if you really don't love who you are and feel happy with who you are as a person on your own, that will radiate from your body and people will be able to read that. Think about times as well before you met this person and what it was like before them. And just think about that. Well, you were fine before, so you can be fine after. And again, remember, this is all temporary. I've been through many breakups and I'm like, well, every time it happens, you just think back to your last breakup and go, well, you have the same feelings now and you got through that and it was fine. It's very important to feel your emotions and actually go through the grief and everything of losing someone. Like, that's absolutely fine. Just don't make sure that your grieving doesn't turn into wallowing. Ace has asked, are you okay with people coming over if they see you in public? Yes, yes, yes. If you ever see me out in public and and obviously you want to, but like, if you ever see me out, I am more than happy to meet you. We can take a photo, we can have a hug, we can have a little chat. Like, please don't ever feel scared to come and say hello to me in public. Like, I'm not someone who's gonna be like, get away from me. I mean, there are time and a place. If you see me and we're like a public toilet, at least wait until I'm outside. Like, don't talk to me while I'm in the bathroom. But like, it's absolutely fine for you to come and talk to me. Just evaluate the situation and think, oh, maybe it's not appropriate at that certain time. Then maybe think about that. But like, you know, 99% of the time is absolutely fine. Just come and say hi. So my lovely patron Robin has asked, how are you getting on with your new home? Wonderful. So it's been almost, well, about 8 months since we moved in here, which has been insane. That time has just literally just disappeared. I can't even, like, last year, well, the COVID years, I mean, it's still going on, but like the bulk COVID years have just literally just like disappeared, like vanished. It's just gone so quickly. So it's mad to think that we've been here now for 8 months. It's nice, as you see, you know, I can change my different filming areas. I film in the living room and my bedroom now. And I stream in here, I also stream in the living room. Like, I have so much more freedom in this place because it's just bigger. Like, the square footing of the house isn't necessarily bigger, but like my bedroom, like Callum's bedroom's bigger. And like the living room is a little smaller, but it's not too small where you can't do anything. It's still like a good size. So it's a really nicely balanced apartment, which I'm super happy about. We've kind of almost finished properly decorating as well. We got an unfurnished place, so all the furniture we got ourselves. So we were able to kind of like decorate it exactly how we want. There's 1 or 2 things that we need to do now, but you know, it's practically done. Well, guys, I'm well and truly not aboard that trigger train today. We are not choo-chooing down the highway, down the speedway, down the roadway, crashing off a cliff, or plunging to our death. So no, bye, bitch. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this little Q&A video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. A little bit different than normal. I wanted to like do something a little bit different and just have a bit of fun. So thanks to everyone who did send me questions. As always, like I said, come follow me on my social medias and send me things to react to. Or if I ask more questions, you can get your questions in. So thank you to everyone who does follow me over all of my socials. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and so you don't miss any videos that are coming up. A massive shout out to my lovely patrons whose names you can see on the side of the screen here. And an extra special shout out to my top tier Patreons: Aurora666, Benjamin Baker, Bethard, Bushshot93, Brenner, Cassie H, Kaz.Dom, Shell Herman, Christina Kyle, Corin Pemberton, Crafty Leaks, Dark Angel 66, Diana Nida, Heather McFarland, Heather Prissy, Ia, Jacob, Joanna Course, Caitlin Wright, Kat Kelly Bowser, Chloe Louise, Laura Alice, Marissa, Nana Marie, Robin Scott, Sam Perfect, Savannah Truden, Shay Stimpson, Sierra Tonabenny, Steffi Tech, and Suz Mac. Thank you for being my top tier patrons. You guys are incredible. There's a link down below if you'd like to come on Patreon too, and you get a shout out at the end or some other cool rewards. But anyway, be fabulous, amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch or they say that you can't be your wise at, because you are flawless girl.